Wireshark is a packet sniffing program that network administrators use to isolate and troubleshoot problems on a network. It can also be used by someone with malicious intent to eavesdrop on network communications and capture sensitive data like usernames, passwords, and the type of website people are visiting, and the types of things they're looking at, the email, all kinds of things. So Wireshark can be used in a positive way to help troubleshoot problems, or it could be used in the wrong hands to eavesdrop. Let's see how this works. I have a diagram that I have copied to show you how the scenario works. The scenario is this. This is my computer in the center of the dance, and I have two network I have a wireless connection and a wired connection going this way. I can use Wireshark to capture traffic crossing either one of these networks. So all traffic that leaves my computer on this wireless network, I can capture that. Also that network that comes from that. Also the same thing with this network connection here. So what I wanted to do is I want to generate some traffic, and I'm going to send and receive data and capture that data. And the protocol that we will be analyzing are Telnet, SSH, FTP, and HTTP. FTP and HTTP will happen off the internet, and the Telnet and SSH connection will be happening from a router that I'm going to connect to, and I'll capture that traffic when it leaves my computer and when it returns. So this should be a fun exercise, so I'll show you how Wireshark works. So Wireshark is very easy to. All you have to do is first tell it which interface you want to capture. So if I'm going to, let's say, Telnet to the router, I'll go up here and say capture interfaces, and then I'll gotta pick the correct interface. Right now my local area connection, my gigabit network connection, is the one I want to use, and you can see traffic going through it a bit, but this is the one right here, gigabit network connection. So I'm going to select it and I'll press start, and now it will start capturing all the capture data on that interface. So now what I can do is I can get a connection. So I'll open up Putty and I'll telnet into the router and choose telnet from Putty, and I'll put in the IP address 192.168.0.1. Now it's going to capture all the data from right now. So here's a telnet session. I'll put in my username, that is admin, and I'll put in my password, that is Cisco12345, and you can see I just got into the router. Now I'll go into the administrator mode, enable, and now I'll enter my PC's password. Now I'm in privilege mode, and now I can start executing commands like show me the IP routing table, or something like that. And so now I'm done, and I'm going to stop capturing. So I'll press the stop button here, and you can see that I have captured a ton of data. See that? All of these packets here. Now let's say I was snooping or eavesdropping on a network, and I choose to capture some management data and see if someone is using a protocol like Telnet, which is not encrypted and would possibly give away all that information. So all I have to do is really go, I will type here Telnet protocol, and this is my filter utility here. See, it says filter, so I put the Telnet here and I apply, and it will isolate only the packets that are using the protocol Telnet. And by doing that, we can take a look at the different types of communication that are happening. So as you can see, I can open this up, and we can start looking at each packet. So Telnet, see here, Telnet, look at that, Telnet. It says, if you can look in this video, you can see right here, user returns, user access verification, return new line, username, into the next packet, and the next packet, and the next one, and next one, eventually you will see
Yeah,
something
boy.
like data. ADMIN, admin, and then password will keep going down here. CISCO.
Oh my god!
5.
Wow!
And the character is sent separately. Each keystroke is separately in a separate packet, and you can put them all together and to see the entire situation. You can also take the standard communication, and I'll take this packet and I'll say right click and choose follow TCP stream, and we can see the whole thing right here. User access verification, username is admin, password is Cisco12345, and the privilege mode enable. The letters here are little funky printed in blue, but this is command with enable, and the password by my PVC computer. And the type of these are the type of input that came out of the router IP. We learned that Telnet is not a very secure protocol to use for remote administration. If someone happened to be eavesdropping on the network and pick up that data, it would reveal all the boot my username and password command I have given.
So today I'm gonna cover a very cool tool called WinDump. Here's an overview of what it is. WinDump is a window version of TCP dump, the command line network analyzer for Linux. WinDump is fully compatible with TCP dump and can be used to watch and diagnose and save to disk network traffic according to various complex rules. So basically, a packet capture program. It can run on Windows 95, 98, ENT, and 2007 EXP and Vista. WinDump captures packet using pcap driver. So you can to use WinDump, we need to install pcap first, and I'll show you how to set up its environment. So alright, let's start. We need pcap for Windows first, so click here and it will download, and now we can download WinDump. Alright, click here and start downloading. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the commands that WinDump has, and then I will show you how you can look at some traffic as well as see your available interfaces. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is open a command prompt. And go to the C drive, type in dir and see if you can find the windump.exe here. So we don't see it here, we need to transfer it there. So go to where you downloaded the WinDump, then just transfer it to the C drive here, paste, and so alright, we have it. And so to launch WinDump, it's simple, you just type in WinDump. This command right here will capture packet on all available interfaces. To stop it, Ctrl C. To clear it, CLS. Okay, so let's say you want to display a list of available interfaces associated with your machine. To do that, type in WinDump space -D. So this command gave me basically the list of my available interfaces associated with my machine. as you can see. So now let's say you want to capture packets on a particular interface. Let's say you have more than one interface, like on mine I have only one, but you have 4 or 5 interfaces and you want to capture packets on one symbol. To do that you have to go to this command windump -I and specify the interface. In my case it's 1. Again, this command will just listen to that particular interface defined by the parameter I used, as well as the interface. Okay, CLS. And okay, let's say you want to capture packets on a particular interface and port. So what we're going to do is type in window space -I for interface, just select interface number 1 and port, and specify the port that you want to collect on. I will use port 80. And this command will give us options, specify the interfaces and port number, and we will be able to capture packets from that. Alright, to cancel, Control C, Control CLS for clear. And okay, let's say you want to capture the entire packet write them into a file and read them. Alright, to do that type in window -I 1 for the interface and -W for write. We will write into the C drive. Alright, but let's make a folder first to keep everything organized. So create a folder, we'll call it, we should call it test. It's simple. Okay, and see we will call this capture mycap.pcap for packet capture. When you're ready, press enter. When you're satisfied, Control C to cancel the collection. As you can see, we have packet captures 6014, packets received by filter 6015, packets dropped by kernel 0.
Let's go ahead and import that into Wireshark.
And see. Click on open, navigate to C drive, test folder, and click on capture 1, open, and there you have it. Windump has the ability to do file capture, inputs basically like protocol, ports, hosts, so you can use it just to capture some packets, but to analyze it you need to use other softwares like Wireshark and so forth. But well, I hope you enjoyed and some of these commands are useful for you. Just give it a shot.